And we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey all, and welcome to Geek Freaks. I'm Frank, and I'm joined by Daniel.
Hola.
Daniel, how you been, man?
Uh, I've been good. Just been busy working and playing video games. Honestly.
That's
How
that's
about
the
you,
life,
Jeff?
right? We need to figure out a way to make your working playing video games, and that
What about
happens.
you?
Well, been basically doing the same thing with writing articles, getting ready for the podcast, of course, and then
Oh,
yeah, gaming like a loon. And we'll talk about the game we've been playing the most at the end of this, I think. But as for writing articles, we've been working with All Everything Entertainment, so I just want to give them a quick shout out. You guys have noticed that this week we've invaded their website and we're sending all our articles over there. Just kind of working together with them, and it's been a lot of fun. They have a lot of creative people over there, so it's been cool, kind of seeing the ins and outs of both sides of our different organizations. And so check them out, guys. All Everything Entertainment, especially if you like sports. Right now, they're really heavy sports, but they're trying to get more cool kids like us over there. So it's been really, really cool hanging out with them and learning a lot from them. So check them out, guys.
do
Uh,
they do stuff on esports also, or just like sports like basketball, baseball and stuff like that? You know.
Basketball, a lot of football. Dude, honestly, you would love them, right? Because they do a lot of like
hmm
draft stuff, and it's really cool over there. Not esports yet, but they're working on that. That's the thing is
Oh,
they're really
okay.
starting to grow. So we're trying to help them out, and we're working together. So it's pretty neat. Um, totally check them out. Now, what have you been watching lately?
Watching. Let's see. The last 7 episodes of Supernatural just started,
Okay.
so I just started watching that, and then just watching a lot of football, and that's pretty much it right now.
Football has been such a downer for me. I'm a Cowboys fan. How about you?
Oh yeah, me too.
And
Everybody on my team got hurt.
that seems to be I think it's as much as I've always hated preseason, I think that's the deal, right? Is preseason makes it to where people don't get hurt as easy during the main season. I think that's what it is.
Uh, I don't think. I think preseason is good to have, especially for those second string, third strings to have to get into the rhythm too.
Yeah.
But I think it's honestly this COVID because you couldn't do anything for how long, so all these
Oh, that's
players just
true.
stayed at home,
Yeah.
and then you could. I mean, if unless you're Cristiano Ronaldo, who's all just fucking shredded, and he was actually working out at home for soccer. Um, I don't think every player like actually like kept sticking to a routine,
Yeah.
working out. So I mean, you could definitely see something did change from
Yeah.
this season and last season, and I think COVID had to affect it, especially working out and
Yeah.
playing with your team because they didn't get to even play till like what 2 3 weeks before the season started or something
That's
like
true. I
that.
didn't even
So
think about that. That's a good point. Yeah, they didn't have any time to practice with each other or even just warm up. And you know how it is when you're at home and you're working out. It's different than when you're actually working out with people who know what they're doing because, like,
yep,
yeah, I'm just going to skip legs day because I want to make my muscles look real
yep,
strong. Legs day is what you need. You need those legs days too.
yeah.
Conditioning, nobody
Almost
likes to
everybody,
condition. So it's all those things like that.
everybody was getting like ACL tears. I was like, what
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the?
Oh, my God. It's been left and right.
so
It's pretty crazy.
yeah, it's really sad to see. Hopefully, all these players get back into the back and ready and formed to play football next season.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the same boat, though. That's basically what I've been watching too, is just watching some football and kind of, I'm happy it's back on, but it's tough. It's been rough in this last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about Audible. We are going to be putting up a poll this week to choose our next Audible book, guys. So head on over to our Twitter account and vote on our next Audible book. If you guys want to participate in helping the guild, if you guys want to participate in helping out the podcast, head on over to audibletrial.com/geekfreaks. We really appreciate it. Every new sub helps us out and buys better mics so that you can hear these soft and sexy voices even clearer. All right, let's get into the news, man. I know you're a Static Shock fan, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, so we got Michael B. Jordan going to be producing this. You're the one that actually got us the headlines on this, right? You caught it first, so we appreciate that. Now let's go ahead and dig
hmm
into what's going to actually be happening here. He has like this production company called Outlier Society. Really cool name, I think. They're
Yeah.
working with Warner Brothers and this guy Reginald Hudlin to create this movie. It's going to be a Static Shock movie. Hudlin's actually making a whole new comic book series from Static Shock, and we could all expect that coming soon. What do you want to see out of a new Static Shock movie?
Okay. Okay. So I was thinking about this when I
I
first seen
bet.
this. So you've seen Static Shock, the animated series
Oh,
by any chance?
like a loon,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, when I was like, that was my show. So,
Heck yeah.
and back then it was like during school doing all that. I kind of hope, I'm kind of hoping they do like almost like a Superman movie thing. Like
Mhm.
it shows a little bit of school, but then boom, it's like he's out of school. He's just fighting crime. He has villains. He's helping. It was the Justice League, right? Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think actually most
Yeah.
recently they were talking about Teen Titans for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I know he helps like some superheroes. So I want to see something like that. Not bringing the superheroes, but I want him to like just finish high school, like do I think it's the Amazing Spider-Man series or
Yeah.
whatever. Like he's in high school a little bit, and then boom,
Yeah.
he's an adult. He's fighting crime, or Toby Maguire Spider-Man
That one.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of hoping they do something like that. Like it would be cool to see him in high school or in school, even in college, whatever. But like anything like that would be awesome.
I think you nailed it right there, man, with the whole Spider-Man thing. I think this is going to be DC's version of Spider-Man. We're going to have this kid that's kind of high school age, cool. I think you nailed it. And I think they might actually go with maybe a Tom Holland thing where he stays in school the whole time. But I'm cool with him
That
getting
wouldn't be
out of
bad.
there, you know. But I think
Yeah.
we might see
And
that
honestly,
like Tom Holland thing.
I love Michael B. Jordan. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
act. Oh, dude, he's amazing. And him being at producing Static Shock, I'm just so fucking excited. And I hope DC doesn't ruin it because the last DC film's been
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah.
The only really one I liked was the first Superman, Aquaman. But I don't know.
You
I
didn't care
really
for
hope
Wonder
they.
Woman?
I did. I liked Wonder Woman,
Okay.
but it's like I'm just really hoping they don't just ruin this one for me.
Yeah. Oh, I totally feel you, man. Yeah, we're all worried around here. Just hoping for the very
Yeah.
best. So this is a statement from Michael B. Jordan says, "I'm proud to be a part of building a new universe centered around Black superheroes. Our community deserves that. Outlier Society is committed to bringing to life diverse comic book content across all platforms, and we are excited to partner with Reggie and Warner Brothers on this initial step." So it sounds like this might be the start of like a whole series of movies coming forward from the Shocks universe. They actually have their own universe. This is from a little comic book company called Milestone that eventually was published by DC Comics. And in the DC universe, they have their own planet or their own multiverse planet, right? Called Earth M. And they actually just came out with Milestone Returns number 0 in September 2020. So we're going to start seeing a lot more Static Shock here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop the comic books too. I'm
Yeah.
super excited when they come out.
Yeah, a whole new Static Shock series of comics coming in February. We will definitely be. We'll read a few and then we'll actually do a review on those. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it, man. It's kind of like that Batman Beyond thing, right? It's like
Yeah.
people don't know how good they can be. They're
Oh
out
yeah.
there. All right, next up we have Black Adam cast Sarah Shahi. So this is DC's Black Adam, right? The movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and we have Adam Smasher and Hawkman already joining. According to Deadline, she's going to be playing a university professor and freedom fighter leading the resistance in Kondak. Now, we don't actually have like the name of her role, but we're kind of spitballing here. This movie's starting to look really good. What do you think about the casting we've had so far with like Hawkman and Adam Smasher as well?
I'm actually excited for the cast. I've Sarah. I've only seen her in like Supernatural, like one episode.
Oh, I didn't know she was in Supernatural.
Yeah, she was like in one episode. She was like the lady in white or something like that. But I don't really know. Hopefully she's amazing. I was checking out some of her shows, but it didn't look like there's anything that I really watched.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be her
So
first real big project.
yeah, so I'm hoping she nails it. Do you know anything about this person? Because I never actually read into the Black Adam series.
Yeah,
Like
that's the thing is
universe.
this character is actually kind of new, but we could see them like adapt it for two major roles, I would assume. So one of them
Yeah.
is she could be playing Andrea Thomas, which is also known as Isis. It's a character named Isis, which is an Egyptian goddess who was introduced in
Yeah.
Shazam, the live action series, and actually was a love interest to Black Adam later in the comic book. So that could be a thing. Or what I really hope is she becomes the new Hawk Girl, because the most famous storyline is that Hawk Girl and Prince Khufu. So I mean, her name was Sharia Hall back in the day, and Prince Khufu fall in love in Egypt, and then like through time keep reincarnating and trying to find each other. That would be a really cool story. And the way Black Adam starts is in ancient Egypt, so I think that might be our number one contender.
Yeah. Hey, that'd be awesome. I'm down for really any of those. But like I said, I really don't know anything about her, and like, uh, she's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make her fail this role, but
No.
I'm definitely down for whatever they do with her.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that The Rock is attached to this thing, I mean, he loves
Yeah.
Black Adam, so I know he's making sure that everything's done 100%.
Oh, he does? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he's been hyping this movie up for like 7
Oh.
years. Yeah, they
Oh,
casted
damn.
him so long ago, like before Justice League or anything like that, and he's been hyping it up like crazy. It's pretty cool. Did you end up watching that newer Mad Max that came out in 2015?
Yes. The Fury Road. No.
Fury
Was it
Road.
Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it.
Loved
I
it.
wish Tom Hardy would do more.
Yeah,
Honestly.
right. Well, we won't get so
But-
much Tom Hardy. We will get more Furiosa, which is the new character. She had the one arm, and she was the driver. You remember who I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I thought she said that she didn't want to do it anymore.
Charlize Theron, who played the character, will not be doing anymore. They're recasting her for a younger version. So I'm a little upset by that because I really love Charlize Theron. It's man, you're killing me.
Yeah.
But you know, we're at least returning back to this world with George Miller as the director again. That's just really good. George Miller also directed all of the other Mad Max movies, and I mean, he does a really good job of like bringing in practical effects and being a little less reliant on the big CGI stuff like that, which we get a lot of with the Avengers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So this one will star Peaky Blinders Anna Taylor-Joy. She was also in New Mutants. She's the I can't remember the character's name, but she's in New Mutants. She's one of the main ones. And she's gonna be joined by Chris Hemsworth, and they're gonna be stomping around in regular Mad Max fashion. It's gonna be her origin story. We're probably gonna see how she loses that arm too. Matter of fact, that'd be pretty crazy.
That'd be awesome. So it's gonna be a pre of Fury Road then.
Right? Yeah. That'd be a
Okay.
prequel to it, and probably when things are first going bad.
Yeah, because like I've seen the Mad Max like movies with
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Yeah, the first one confused me. I was just like, I don't even know what's
Yeah.
going on. I was just watching it, and it was kind of eh.
It's okay.
The one number 2 or 3, the one with the oil, runs the
2.
oil. Number 2. That one was amazing,
That is
but I don't get how it transitioned from there to there. It was kind of confusing.
right.
And
Yeah.
then this Fury Road, it was really good. Love the movie, but I still didn't get anything like what's going on, how's it starting. Like, so I'm hoping like this just puts everything in perspective.
Yeah, they
Right.
could better define the world and exactly explain why
Well,
everything's this way.
yeah.
Would be good.
Did a nuke go off when everybody went crazy or something
Yes.
like that? That's
Yeah,
yeah.
nuclear bombs went off, but not in Australia, where this is at. So this is just fallout. And so,
Oh.
yeah, so it's like even worse in other parts of the world. But here it's just the nuclear war or nuclear fallout. So it's like no water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, it's a mess.
I'm honestly super excited for it. It's gonna be amazing, especially Chris Hemsworth gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, definitely gonna have to watch this.
He's probably going to be a bad guy now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I've ever
You
seen
think
him as
so?
a. I mean, we know that Furiosa is the hero. So I could see Chris Hemsworth being
Yeah.
the bad guy. That'd be amazing.
But it could be like a Tom Hardy thing too. Like Tom Hardy, like he was a
Yeah.
supportive. Well, because I think it was the girl was the main character in Fury Road, but then Tom Hardy, I think, like kind of outshined her a little bit in it too.
Well, because it's a
So
Mad Max. I mean, it is supposed to be about him, but she kind of
yeah,
took a lot more of the spotlight than she was originally intended to. I think
Mm.
that's my prediction. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Tom Hardy is Australian, so he is just like Mel Gibson, from that region. So
Yeah.
it'd be really cool to see what he can do and bring back that hometown pride. All right, we have Star Trek Discovery begins season 4 production on November 4th. I think I said November 4th here, but it's supposed to be the 2nd. Discovery just launched their season 3. It has a 100% critic score on Rotten Tomato right now. And they also reached a wider audience by bringing it to broadcast television to fill in the COVID gap during September. So season 4 is going to start. They had the cast come on and make a video. They're going to be filming with face masks if you're not on camera. They're all doing social distancing to stay safe. But they're excited to be back in the same room again because it's been a while since they started filming. Star Trek Discovery. It's really good, and I'm going to ask you, man, and I know you're going to tell me no, but are you watching this yet?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're killing me, man. Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm about to share my login with you. We're going to get you watching some Star Trek Discovery, man.
Just never got into it because, like, there's so many, and it's just like, where do I start? That's the problem.
I totally agree, man. There's just so much to get into, and it's a huge world. But I actually think Discovery is the one to start with. And
Discovery is?
Yeah. And Jonathan's actually going to rewatch every Star Trek. Isn't that crazy? Like the old 60s, every single Star Trek. Yeah, he's gonna write a report on every episode. Freaking nuts! I know. I kind of want to join him in all, but it's like, man, that is intense. So what's nice about Discovery is, of course, you know, it has the 2 seasons that were very successful, but the season 3 is a soft reboot because they jump forward 1,000 years into the future, and we see what has happened to Starfleet since then. So you can either start Discovery, you know, at season 1, which is only like 10 episodes per, and I really think you'd like it, because I know what you'd like, and I think this one's right up your alley. Or you could even start in season 3 and not be completely lost because they're jumping into the future, and so you'll be pretty good too.
I think honestly, I could definitely get into the show because, like, I remember when I was in high school, at that time I was just like, Star Wars is stupid. Like, why the hell would you watch it? You know. And then my teacher made us watch it for class, and I was just like cheering. I was like, yeah, let's go. So, like, I mean, I think I could definitely get into Star Trek. I know both of them are totally different.
I know. Oh yeah.
But
you can see, you can hear people typing in the comments already.
Yeah, like, what the hell? But I was just saying, because, like, back then, like, I would never watch like Star Wars or Star Trek, and I had to give Star Wars a shot because my teacher made us, and I fell in love with it. So I definitely think I could get into it. Yeah, I don't think I could get into the older Star Trek.
Right.
Discovery, I could probably get into that, especially it's newer.
Yeah.
Visually, everything. Nice.
It's beautiful. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to see. So that's what the plan is, guys. I'm gonna try to keep Daniel on this. We're gonna get Daniel's opinion as a first time Star Trek viewer into Discovery. That'd be really, really cool.
I might have to give Discovery at least season 1 a shot.
Yeah. It gets better with each season, to be honest with you. So.
Where are you able to watch it again?
You are. Yeah. You may get CBS All Access logins real soon, so that you have access to it. We'll make sure that can happen. All right, we have Coming to America, which is coming, the number 2 America, the sequel to the original, is coming to Amazon in December 18th. This is because, you know, they were going to do the theaters thing. COVID's ruining everybody's lives, so it's going to come right to Amazon Prime. It's being bought by Amazon from Paramount Studios for $125 million. Are you a fan of Coming to America?
Don't even know what that is.
Are you serious? Oh, the 80s movie? Oh, okay, well, I'll just gloss over this then. Yeah, it's a really good Eddie Murphy movie where he's, I think his name was Prince Kareem, I want to say. Akeem, that's what it was. He's from an African nation, comes over to America to find his wife. Then he's living in America and he's working at a fake McDonald's. It's hilarious. You guys should really watch it. Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall play like 8 different characters. The sequel is coming right to your guys' Amazon Prime. The one tricky thing about this movie is, just like the first movie, there's a lot of product placement in it. Helps pay for the show, or pay for the movie. Well, this one has a lot of product placement for both McDonald's and for Crown Royal, the whiskey. And so when Amazon bought the rights to it, they're like, well, wait a minute, you guys have to actually negotiate with McDonald's and Crown Royal as well, because they planned on like, oh, look, Amazon's on the big screen. Well, no, now it's on your TV screen. That means it's going to have to be different funding. So while this deal has been sold through Paramount, it still has to be negotiated through 2 of its biggest sponsors, 2 of its biggest investors. Something new to think about. It's just one more wrench in how this direct-to-home video shit's going to be going down. It's crazy. So, you know, we'll check this out. I'll probably write a review up for this thing because I really like Coming to America. But it's something to keep in mind in the future, guys, when we're talking about, oh yeah, we just want it to come straight to our Disney Plus or our Hulu. That there's more in the business than just, oh yeah, that's where we're going to sell most tickets, because there's also people, other people invested in this. So let's move on to our next thing here. AMC Theaters said they're going to run out of cash early 2021. Daniel, man, I am missing the theaters. What about you?
Yeah, I am definitely missing the theater. I think I'm more missing like just hanging out with the boys, going to
Yeah,
movies, and then like right after the movies, we just bullshit about the movie that
yeah,
we just seen, if it was good or bad. Uh, that's that's I think what I really miss of the whole movie theater experience.
right. I totally agree, man. Just hanging out, getting out of the house for no reason. I do miss that. And I know that we're kind of getting at the point now where we can slowly start getting into those locations and
Mm.
stuff like that, but we're still trying to play it safe. Especially, we have newborns and elderly that we're taking care of around here, so we have to be extra careful with all that. But yeah, but AMC says that to stay in business, they're going to either have to take out loans or greatly increase ticket prices, which would suck, of course, because tickets already feel like they're way too
Yeah,
expensive as it is, but they got to stay solvent. They're also exploring liquidating some of the company's assets and renegotiating leases and rents. So try to get those rents down and then sell off assets, probably sell some of the theaters off to other chains. We know that Regal, which is like the next biggest in the country,
yeah,
they're straight up closing all their theaters and saying they're not going to open until a vaccine is out. Probably the safest bet, but I mean, it is tough to survive that. Theaters are already struggling, right?
yeah. But I think it's it's definitely a good way to do it. So you're not. It's just unfortunate because everybody just loses their job,
Yeah.
but at least they have a chance to come back from it if you shut down now and
Hmm.
then you don't spend all this extra money. But then you gotta pay for the overhead of your lot. That's the only thing.
Yeah, the rent. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good idea for Regal to do it.
Yeah, the way Regal's doing it, just fully shutting down
Yeah,
instead of just trying to limp along. Yeah,
yeah,
because it sounds like they're barely making enough profit to keep the place open anyway. So why even bother keeping those lights on and paying that electric bill?
yeah. I feel like, oh, I haven't been to movies because COVID, but I feel like people are going now, aren't they? Like I would
They
think that a
are,
lot.
and in certain states they're going more than other states. Like in California, it's barely
Yeah,
anybody, but in like some states it's more. So for an example, AMC was saying that some of their theaters have a 40% capacity, others have a 20% capacity. Some are closed, but those that have capacity limits, they're not even reaching those limits. So even where it is a 20% capacity, there's not 20% of the thing full at all because people just don't want to go out there for multiple reasons. First off, the safety hazard, of course, and there's not a lot of movies coming out right now. Everybody's kind of waiting until COVID's done to be able to
yeah,
release their movies, so they're struggling there as well. One thing they are suggesting, so they're talking about ticket prices going up, some of that. They just offered this week, you guys could do private showings for as low as $99. You can invite 1 to 20 people, and the theater is yours. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that because they clean the theater before you go
yeah,
in, and then it's just you and your family. So you're like, if you have a family of like 5 or 6, you're probably meeting that demand already as it is. You're probably
yeah.
already, oh, the ticket prices would be near that anyways, right?
Yeah. I actually, when I seen this, I was actually like, honestly, I kind of want to like see if everyone wants to go. Like you, me, John, Squeak, Sarah, like Joe. Like it'd be cool. Like we just all pitch in and have the whole theater to ourselves.
I actually would be pretty much on board with that. Yeah, and then we could social distance amongst ourselves as well. Like everybody stays
Yeah,
within 2 rows of each other.
yeah, something like that. I'm
Hmm.
totally down. Like I was thinking that'd be actually pretty cool. And honestly, I've been like staying safe too. So because I have a grandma, so
All right, of
you already
course.
know that I'm not gonna get put anybody else in harm's way.
Yeah,
Not.
that's our.
So
You take care of your grandma, and then we have Daniel, or we have Jonathan and Squeaks with newborns. So it's like, God, everybody,
yeah,
we're got to be so safe, man.
I think if there's a good movie, and I don't even know which one is AMC because I think we have a bunch of Regals around here in
We do
Elk
have a
Grove,
Regals.
right?
There's this AMC in Sacramento.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
I'd be definitely down to do something like that, a private screening.
I'm on board with this, dude. Let's
That'd be awesome.
let's make the phone calls. Let's see what we can do.
I
What are we gonna watch? New
honestly down.
Mutants. I think New Mutants is the only thing that we would care to watch that's out there.
I would say let's look. I'm down for New Mutants. I haven't seen it, so
Neither have I.
but let's just see what's out there, and
Yeah,
then I don't know, see if everybody's on board. Like we pick a day that I have off too,
you're right.
and then we just do this.
They're
That'd be
doing a
fun.
bunch of classic movies too. So, like Shrek, they
Mm.
were just airing Shrek in one of them not
Oh,
long
okay.
ago. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that too, just to kind of get out and see everybody again.
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's a good one. All right, we have Digimon Survive is delayed. I mean, I'm so tired of saying delayed this year, but Digimon Survive I've been really looking forward to. Right, it's this new game
Yeah.
by Bandai Namco. It's being pushed back to 2021. This is like the PS1 games. It's that kind of turn-based RPG that we used to have the other ones where you're running around the whole time. The story is very similar to the origin of the series. Have you heard much about this game?
I heard about that they were coming out with the Digimon game. Right away, I freaked out because I was super excited. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Which kind of Digimon is it? Because
Yeah,
there are some horrible Digimon games that came out. So,
yeah. This one I think is off those classic PS1s that you and me both like.
like is it gonna be based off the first one that you're pretty much walking with your Digimon and then like you're in like where you're at, but you're just like training him up,
Yes,
fighting other Oh, really?
it's that. It's exactly that. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
The story follows you and your friends like get into the Digimon world and you're trying to find a way back out of it. And along the way, you're fighting and training your Digimon to become stronger and stronger so that you can make your way
Mhm.
out. So it's exactly what we've been wanting in a Digimon game.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and it's sad that it's delayed, but hopefully it's delayed too, so they could update it, make sure that there's no bugs.
Yes.
I mean, tweak some of the stuff and make this video game amazing. Like, I'm definitely buying it. And is it? They didn't really say what system they're working for, right?
Well, that's the tricky part. It's coming out for Xbox One and PS4, but it's coming out in the middle of 2021 when the new systems are out. So they might
Hmm.
create a port for the new systems. I can expect it on PC, of course, one way or another, But
Yeah,
it just seems like a shame that it's like, oh man, you guys are missing your window to get this out on the systems you intended it for. We'll just have to see if they make an upscaled version of it.
dude,
It's
I'm
crazy.
super excited, and hopefully it's like I just want to know like how's it start? Like, do you pick your Digimon like you pick your Pokemon kind of
Oh,
thing?
that'd be
Like,
cool.
and then they just like pretty much Digivolve. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I'm super excited.
What do you think about doing all new Digimon or using some of the originals? Which would you rather go with?
I honestly want them to use the originals.
Okay.
The original Digimon would be amazing. I'm
Yeah.
cool if they add some Digimon, but I don't want them to do like pull like a Pokemon and all of a sudden you got like X and Y like Digimon looking things.
Yeah, some weird like, oh, that's a letter, but it's also a new Digimon, or oh, that's a trash
Yeah,
can, but put eyes on it. It's a Digimon.
yeah. I don't want to see something like that.
Yeah.
I'm down for just like all the classics, like for Digimon One, Season 1 and 2, like all those Digimon in there,
Hmm.
and I think it would be just an amazing game.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. And you're right. It's best that we delay it so we don't get a bunch of bugs
Yeah.
because we're talking about Marvel's Avengers next.
Oh.
Talk about Bug City. So the first patch fixed over 1,000 issues, is what they said on their tweet. I mean, that's freaking insane to have
Wow.
1,000 bugs in the first patch.
Yeah.
Some of the bugs made it to where you couldn't even continue playing the game. It was really messy. Me and Squeeze had a heck of a time trying to queue with your friend. Good luck. Those were all in the early days. A lot of the biggest problems are fixed. And during our last stream, we were testing a lot of things. But there are some stuff where like I'll get caught when I'm trying to climb up things because I play as Black Widow, and so she does a lot of scaling, a lot of climbing. Um,
Yeah.
there are some bugs with that. Crystal Dynamics promises new missions and a couple new characters, but all that stuff's getting delayed. The new character, the first new character we're gonna get is Kate Bishop. That's Hawkeye's daughter, and eventually we'll get Hawkeye as well. And she has two new missions that are kind of gonna introduce her. Uh, unfortunately it's delayed because once you hit max level, man, you're just repeating old quests, old missions to try to level yourself up for no reason. So it really sucks that there's nothing new. They were expected for October, but now they're getting delayed for polishing because they don't want any of those bugs again. To show their appreciation for everybody who's kind of put up with the game, you're gonna get some freebies. So there's 1,500 credits, so you can buy legendary skins or whatever you want. That's enough for that. 7,000 units, 250 upgrade modules, 20 DNA keys, and then a new Sarah Garza nameplate. So there's these nameplates that are really cool and stuff like that. To pick those up, guys, you have to log in on November 5th. At 1 p.m. is when they're starting to give those out. So head on over to your Marvel's Avengers. You got to make sure you have that and get in there on November 5th. The other thing that's being delayed are all the next gen upgrades. So when the Xbox Series X comes out and you want to play your Marvel Avengers on it, you're still gonna be playing the Series X or the Xbox One version until they can get that upgrade out. So again, bugs. They're trying to make sure that they're okay because the launch of this game was
Yeah.
pretty rough. It's what's expected, right?
Yeah, but that's a lot of issues, though.
Yes.
I now you're just wondering, like, why would they release something that had this many bugs, and did they not test it before?
Yeah, there was a whole month of like open beta testing and stuff like that, and
That's
still a
that's what's
thousand
insane.
in the first
Yeah,
patch.
that's a lot, and that's really disappointing for the people that actually bought the game.
Yes.
I didn't own the game. I don't own the game, but
Mhm.
I did watch you and some streamers play it. Looked
Right.
really good. I didn't see any bugs while they were playing it, but I think it was like beta time when they were playing it, so
Mhm.
it looked cool. Just unfortunate that everybody had to deal with those bugs, and I'm happy that the company's actually giving you free stuff
That
to
is nice. Yeah.
say, "Hey, we're sorry, and we appreciate you still keeping with this game, sticking with this game." So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I gave it a high grade just because the actual gameplay, once you're in it, is fantastic. I really felt like Black Widow. I really felt like Thor, which was really good. It's just as I was playing it after we graded it, and I was
Yeah,
continuously playing, getting that end game stuff. I was like, I probably should have lowered this down for the lack of end game content and all the bugs. The game itself, though, especially now that it's kind of mostly fixed, because one of the big problems is queuing with friends or queuing at all was really hard. But the game now is actually in a pretty good spot. So if you guys want to give it a shot, I do suggest you play it. And you're probably going to start seeing it on sale on Steam and whatnot. So it's a good time to jump in when you can.
but Tef, you were saying in-game content. I mean, was it supposed to have in-game content, or was it a
Yes.
game that was supposed to be like a movie and then just end it?
No, it is basically Destiny. It does the exact same thing as
Oh,
Destiny 2. Yeah, so you're supposed to be playing more and more at the end. Yeah. And so you level your tunes to 50, but then you keep on maxing out their gear and stuff. It's basically Destiny 2, but Marvel Avengers.
oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that they had gear and all that stuff. Okay,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
interesting.
All right, PUBG. I know, man. I know you're about that war zone, but I want you to come back to PUBG with me. Let's play it, okay?
Never,
Never?
never.
Okay, well, you're going to hear about this new map and you're going to be joining me. So, Season 9 of PUBG brings on a new map called Paramo. Paramo is the first dynamic world system map for PUBG. And what that means is each round that you land on Paramo, it's completely unique. So, the lava, it's on the base of this volcano. The lava is going to be in different spots. The weather will be changed and it'll have different effects like that. Uh, because it's so unique, it's actually in a whole different seasonal match mode and it's not connected to the normal pool at all. The specifics with this is no bots are allowed in Paramo, so it's going to be just players. It's I saw your face on that one. I think I might have you on that one, right? A little bit,
Maybe,
maybe.
maybe.
Battle stat features, so those are being removed, and then this won't count towards your like actual career stats. It's going to have its own stats. The no bots thing I think is a selling point to me because when you were telling me that they had implemented bots into the game, I was like, man, that's bad imaging. Like it looks so bad for the
Yeah.
company to have bots in your game. What do you think?
It is bad if you're more PUBG because Fortnite added bots, but they added bots to help the new new players
Right.
kind of get better at the game.
Yeah.
Uh, but PUBG, I don't think they said it, but it was just more for it's a dying game. They
Right.
need more players
Exactly.
to play, and queue times were taking longer than what it used to be. It took like couple 20 seconds, 30 seconds to get in a game, or even like a little bit less than a minute.
Yeah.
And now it's just taking longer than usual. I did play like I think last year, and it did take a little longer, but it still has its issues. That's that's always that's why I don't ever go back. I don't want to go back to PUBG.
The big issue, of course, being cheaters. And
Yeah,
have you heard of? I haven't heard anything lately of PUBG quelling cheaters. Have you heard anything about that?
I honestly haven't. And Bluehole, they just never they could never fix that issue.
Yeah.
And the way to fix it, try to do a hardware ban. But yes, I know you could like get out of that thing, but hardware ban, especially if it's on like your motherboard or whatever, like in the logic or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it make it less cheater. It make it a
Yeah.
lot easier.
What do
A
you
lot
think
better
about
for everybody else.
what do you
What?
think about that whole ping banding? Where like you can only play with people who ping the same as you.
That we've been asking for that for the longest time, and they just never did it, and that was the problem.
That's a shame. This game is so much better than the company that runs it. It's a shame that they're not treating
Yeah,
it as well as like say Activision does with Warzone.
and see, the thing is, like, when Bluehole, the game started going under or whatever, like, getting worse and worse, one of the guys left Bluehole to
Yeah,
start his own project or whatever. So
basically
it's
a new
like,
company. Yeah,
yeah, so he already knew how PUBG was already going in the route of this. So I'm excited for the new map. I want to check it out. I'll definitely be watching like Shroud, because I think Shroud and a couple other people that I watch stream, they'll probably go back to PUBG. I'll take a look at it. I'll
that's gonna be
try it
tough
out,
for
I guess.
Shroud right now, man. Shroud should be busy over the next few months, don't you think?
Yeah, but Shroud, was his number one game for
Oh wow.
number two game, because of CS:GO, and then this game. So that's pretty much, I actually started watching Shroud because of PUBG.
Oh, that's
Wasn't
cool.
because of
Okay,
CS:GO.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that he played PUBG. Okay.
Oh yeah, he was like hard into this game.
Oh
Him and
wow.
Doctor Disrespect, like, they would find each
Yeah,
other on the map, and it would be funny. Like, Doc would be like, "Shroud's in this game. I need to hunt him," and then Shroud just like turns on him and kills
I
him.
love it. It's,
Oh my god!
speaking of
And
Doctor
then,
Disrespect, we don't have the notes for anything like this, but he has a new skin on something. What was it Rogue something? Right? Do you remember?
yeah, Road Company.
Rogue Company. That skin
Yeah.
looks amazing. I'm not
Oh
necessarily
yeah.
like a big fan of the game, or I don't really watch a lot of Doctor Disrespect.
Yeah.
That is a good looking skin. I like it a lot.
Yeah, honestly, like, he's a character.
Yeah.
I love watching him. But like, Shroud and Doctor Disrespect would actually go to PUBG tournaments too.
Oh, that's cool. Like actually
Yeah,
compete or just visit.
actually compete.
Oh wow, man! I didn't know
Oh
Shroud
yeah,
was into PUBG like that. That's
oh
crazy.
yeah. He was like, just look at, he was disgusting on PUBG after he left CS:GO, to play PUBG. Like, he was super disgusting on PUBG.
Hmm. That's interesting. I have
Like,
to check that out. That's crazy.
he looked like he was aimbotting in
Oh wow.
PUBG. It was insane how good he was.
God,
But
I'm awful. I have to like hide in the grass and just get lucky.
but pretty much he got off the game too, with just same thing, same reason I don't want
Yeah.
to play anymore.
Freaking
But
cheaters.
yeah, but honestly, the new map sounds fun. I want,
Yeah.
the new game mode or whatever. I might give it a shot while I stay with the game. No.
Yeah. Last little bits on the map, 64 players. It's a 3 kilometer by 3 kilometer map. There are no red zones. The blue zone moves slower but hits harder. And the only transportation out there is motorcycles. So it sounds like it's going to be a little bit faster paced
Yeah.
map as well with the motorcycles and stuff like that. So we'll have to check it out. We'll try it out. We'll try it out and let you guys know. It's going to release next month, but it's on the PTR right now, so you guys could actually give it a shot now if you wanted to. All right, Phil Spencer. He's the top dog over at Xbox, and he's been chatty lately. In an interview, he was revealing some details on the new Xbox. So first off, we have he thinks that the Xbox Series X and S will sell out everything that they've made so far. And he thinks the X will sell out better now, and then over time, the S will be the top seller. Now, I was worried about this, right? Because PS5 pre-orders are like 4 times more than the Xbox right now. So to me, it seems like you guys are gonna have a hard time selling things. People are going off that PS5. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I don't think with the exclusives, I think the whole exclusive thing is still hurting Xbox, and I
Yeah,
don't think they're gonna be selling as much as PlayStation. But with the cheaper Xbox, yeah, I definitely think that cheaper one will go first over the more expensive one, the
you
X.
think
But
so?
I honestly like the look of the X, so I'll just go
Same.
with the X version when I decide to buy mine.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the same thing, or
I'm 100% on board with what you're saying there, man. Because I think the X looks good. I like that kind of that square boxiness. I don't know. It just looks
it,
powerful, you know?
it looks like a power tower, like, it looks
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah. As a PC
So
gamer, it's like I relate to that. Yeah.
yeah, and then it would be awesome to put it on my like wall once I finally put all my consoles up.
Yeah.
Like, just that right there, it would be amazing. But yeah, I don't think yeah, they're not gonna do as good as PlayStation
Right.
will do. There's no way.
Yeah. I still haven't got my PS5 order. Have you?
No, I haven't even tried, honestly.
Oh man,
Trying to get this.
I've been visiting every GameStop I can find, and all of them are useless to me. It's a
Right now
shame.
I'm waiting for the iPhone for my mom.
Oh
Then
yeah.
yeah.
The new
Then
iPhone
later.
12 got released or got announced. Did you see that?
Yes, I did actually. Me and my sister have been kind of like talking about it. She wants to get one now. I'm wanting to try it out, and hopefully my dad actually works on it. Uh,
Mhm.
that's the only reason why I kind of went to Samsung because I couldn't use my own internet, which
Yeah.
made no sense.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's a weird bug with you. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for that too.
That'll be good. That'll be good. I know there were so many things announced that we're like, well, we won't talk about the iPhone right now and stuff like that. And it's like, well, it's still awesome. Okay. The next thing he mentioned, like, speaking of exclusivities, he's talking about the Bethesda deal. And we were talking about how like that needs to be an exclusive. It's crazy you guys aren't going to do that. Well, he says
Yeah.
it's more about because it's a $7.5 billion deal, and they're like, well, will you make the money back? He says we will. He doesn't necessarily need to make an exclusive, but they might if they want to. Like Elder Scrolls 6, like later on down the road, they'll make those exclusives. Road. Um, he says the big point is the fact that they want to make Game Pass and Project X Cloud so attractive that people would rather sign up for X Cloud than buy it on the PlayStation. I can see that as true because first off, I just love Game Pass, right? Sea of Thieves and Master Chief Collection and stuff like that, really great. But even if you weren't a member of Game Pass, a new Elder Scrolls comes out and you just want to play it for a bit, it's a lot easier to spend $10 to play it on Game Pass than it is to spend $70 on the PS5. What do you think?
I do agree. Especially like if there's like little games that you don't even know if it's gonna even do that good, so it'd
Right.
be better to try on Game Pass. But I never really heard of Project X Cloud. Wait, is
Pro-
that the
That's a
streaming?
streaming service. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Come on, my bad. I was like, wait, didn't really hear Project X Cloud, but I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's a streaming
You
thing.
probably heard the Azure, which is a server part of it. That they've been really pushing that one too. But yeah. Yeah, that is available now on Android and coming to the iPhone soon. So you guys that want to try out that Project X Cloud, that'll be pretty big. The other thing he said was that where everybody's talking about, when will Nintendo? Because there's been hints that Nintendo and them are working together. We have the new Minecraft edition to Smash Brothers, stuff like that. They said that they're willing to work with Nintendo. They want to bring Game Pass to Nintendo Switch, but they're waiting for Nintendo's end. So that is still open. We're just kind of waiting on Nintendo to accept
That
it.
would be huge, though,
That would be.
especially for you got your. I mean, pretty much it'll help us out, especially for handheld. Like I
Yes.
don't want to use my phone, so I could just use the Switch or whatever. That would be
Right.
amazing. Play
Dude, yeah.
all these games like Elder Scrolls and stuff. Dude, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, and you can just stream it right there. So it doesn't matter how powerful the Switch is; it's just a screen. You
Yeah.
could stream the best version of Elder Scrolls 6. You could do Sea of Thieves on max settings because it's that beautiful ocean. You want to watch that on your Switch. You totally could. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
And with the new Switch is coming out with a better screen now too.
Yep.
So it'd be perfect. It'd
Yeah.
be really good on both companies, and they're gonna they'll definitely get what probably like a percentage from. They'll get definitely get a percentage, but I wonder how much they'll get for streaming their
Well,
Game Pass on
it'll
there.
be part of the Game Pass. So the members. So basically, it's a reason to have Game Pass. There's a lot of Nintendo people out there who are just like
Yeah,
casual
yeah.
gamers because that's usually Nintendo's crowd. If they could spend $10 a month to have that huge library available to them, oh, they will. So you're gonna have a ton of people spending that $10 a month for some Game Pass. Yeah, that's a hell of a good deal. I would if I wasn't, I was just a Nintendo fan, so that you could play all the great games. You know?
Hey, it'd be awesome if Nintendo did that, vice versa. Made their own Game Pass and
Yes.
let Xbox use it, and then we just play all our Nintendo games on our Xbox. Oh,
I am down for that, dude. I didn't even think about that. That is a really good idea. The Nintendo Online, even where it gives you like all those NES games, the Super Nintendo games, you can
yeah,
play some Donkey Kong on your Xbox all you want. That'd be really dope. I like that
that would be
idea.
amazing. I doubt it would happen, but it would be amazing.
Yes, I know. It's far fetched. It's all in Nintendo's court right now,
Yeah,
according to Xbox. So we'll see how that goes. The last bit that there's all kinds of little things, but the last bit I want to mention from the reveals, conversation with Spencer was he was saying that he understands that the file size of games is too massive right now. With Call of Duty, right, it's like just crazy, and now they kind of put in this new thing with Call of Duty where you can just have the campaign or just the multiplayer. He says that they're working on ways to address the problem. They're going to have the expandable SSDs, and they said that they're going to be cheaper after launch. So right now they look really crazy expensive, but they'll be cheaper eventually. And the X Cloud, that streaming service, is going to make it easier for you to not have to worry about your storage size because you're generally not going to actually have it downloaded on your gaming system at all. It's just nuts, man. I mean, do you have a problem? You play a lot of Call of Duty. Do you have a problem with the file size?
yeah, it is. it's just super big eh, for that game, and I don't understand why they can't make it like just smaller download. I don't understand it. Um, but maybe me, I have two SSDs and one of them's like a terabyte, the other one's a 2 terabyte, and I
Yeah.
have a hard drive, so I'm not really worried about it. But it is insane, and I always think of back then for the PlayStation 2, just bring it was like an insane amount of a download. It took
Yeah.
your sticky
Yeah, the memory
drive or
sticks.
whatever.
Remember those?
Yeah, it completely took your whole thing.
Yeah.
And it took like 4,000 something, I think. And I remember it's like, okay, well, this one thing has just one game in it now.
Yeah.
So it's like every time I think of that, it brings me to just bring it. It was kind of funny.
Dude, it reminds
But
that. Oh man, you're bringing me back to the past. I remember having like the Ziploc sandwich baggies full of
uh,
memory sticks in there.
I found mine. I
Did you?
found all mine.
Oh
Yeah.
man, now keep those for your show because you're gonna have that shelf full of the classic
Uh-huh.
games. You got to keep those there, man.
Oh yeah. Dude, I seen that. It just brought back fucking memories. It was insane.
That's a blast from the past. That's good stuff.
But I definitely think like they need to do something better with
Yeah.
the coding, or I don't know how this works. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
really
Yeah.
sure.
I don't. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so
Same boat.
they definitely need to do something because it is a lot, and especially not everybody has the money to keep buying more terabytes or whatever.
Of
Especially if
course.
it was on an Xbox, because then you have to have like a 2 terabyte hard drive or something
Yeah.
like that just to hold this and
I think it's
other
like
games.
$300 for the extended hard drive, which is like that's what I just spent for the system. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Uh, yeah, they really need to do something on this new system
Yeah, I totally
that
agree
they're
with you,
working
man.
on.
We'll see. They said that eventually that they'll make the SSDs faster and cheaper. That needs to be really quick. They need to kind of put out a time frame because it's getting nuts. Call of Duty is the best example because it's the one that most people talk about, but all games are just getting really thick. Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, is at 120 gigabytes right now. That's a ton. So
Uh,
it'll be good to see them address that.
so what I want to know is why don't they? I understand why they don't do it, but like I wish they would go back to like the Xbox One. Remember the Xbox One? You could just keep adding so many games and it would just never fill that thing up.
Are you talking about? Or are you talking about? Oh, the original Xbox? Or are you talking about?
Yeah, the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, because
that thing when
you played off the disc. Now you don't play off the disc. Now you play off the hard drive. That's the
oh
whole problem. Yeah. Because
that's
even with the Xbox One or later on in the Xbox 360, we had to download off the disc onto the hard drive and then play it off the hard so that you wouldn't have so much loading stuff and it would play as smooth as possible. The new games are so complex, they have to have it on the hard drive because they can't play it off that disc. It couldn't go fast enough.
gotcha.
Yeah. So we're in a tough spot where the games are so amazing that they have to be so big, and yet we're
Yeah.
complaining that they're too big. We don't want to lose how amazing they are. So they're trying to figure something
You
out.
don't.
Yeah. We want it all, damn it. They need to figure it out.
But
That's the whole
I
thing.
think that was a really good thing that they did with Call of Duty, that they made us be able to choose what we want on that game. I think more games need, or more companies need to be able to do that,
Yes.
or let us do that and make it easy to do. I need to look into how to do it because I would take out the campaign and a couple other things, but
It's a
that
good
was a
idea.
really good feature that they need to keep working with
Yeah.
to help us all out.
More people can do that. And you're right. Like even if it's a game that's just campaign, they'll go back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe that campaign is like 40 hours long. So maybe you only download the first 10 hours of the campaign first.
Yeah.
And then as you get closer, it'll start background downloading the next one, and then you can
Yeah.
delete the last one. Something like that. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah. Call of Duty's got to figure it out.
Like
everybody's
a
gotta-
World of Warcraft expansion. Like you're doing the
Exactly.
pre-patch, but you're playing it, and while you're playing it, you're downloading it.
Yeah. Yeah.
More content.
We'll have to see. There is definitely something there. I think you're right. And Call of Duty's on the right steps.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right.
I love it.
Yeah. StarCraft 2's ending development of new content. So what this means, let's break this down real quick. That means that there's not going to be a new StarCraft expansion or new StarCraft characters. They had those like commanders. Those are not coming anymore. They're done with them. They're going to keep the game going. So it's not going to be like left behind. They're going to be working on what they call seasonal roles, which is like, the new seasons, stuff like that. And they're working on necessary balancing fixes because it's still huge in esports. Their last tournament was the 2020 GSL Season 3 Code S. This is ran by ESL. It was 140,000 pool with 550,000 hours watched. There was like over 300 StarCraft tournaments this year, and
Yeah.
so they don't have a reason to close it down. But what this does mean is they got to be making a new StarCraft, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Like right now, it's already in my head. I'm like, they're shutting it down so that they could work on StarCraft 3 and make new content.
Yes,
Those developers will just be the new content creator for StarCraft 3. That's what I'm thinking.
I think you're right. What do you want to see out of StarCraft 3?
I I don't really care, honestly. Just a new story, like that
Yeah.
would be awesome. Uh, a new race would be awesome too.
Oh shit, dude, that is huge. That's a
A
real
new
big one.
race that would be awesome. Have you? I got a question. Have you actually seen these esports
Oh, I
for
love them.
StarCraft?
I
Oh yeah,
StarCraft esports some of the best out there because of how fast they have to go.
yeah.
They
They're super fast.
yeah.
These games last like 10 minutes less.
Oh yeah.
Like these, it's insane.
Normally when I'll play with a friend or whatever. I'm like, okay, guys, nobody attacks anybody for 30 minutes. Let us build up a little bit. They don't play by
Yeah.
that rule. Nobody stops and
Uh,
says, okay, guys, no attacking for 30 minutes.
yeah. Honestly, like when League of Legends was first coming out, like I actually went to the League of Legends StarCraft esports in
Yeah.
San Francisco, and I got to see the esports live for StarCraft, and it's insane. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
not that big of a following. It's not as big as like League and how many
Yeah.
people watch it, but still, it's crazy. And these guys are super fast with their strategy,
Oh
man.
yeah.
They're just thinking like 20 steps ahead.
Yeah.
It's insane. Hopefully they bring back the same thing of the StarCraft 2 feel, everything.
The real time strategy kind of thing.
Yeah, just add a new race. That'll be definitely
Oh, dude,
awesome.
that's huge if you do that. That throws the balance out.
Yeah,
That's everything, man. I
yeah.
like the idea though.
To change it up. Like think of Age of Empires. Age of Empires 2
Hmm.
and 3. You have different places, different countries.
Yeah, 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 different empires, yeah. That's a good
So,
idea. It's I don't
I
know.
mean,
Shit, man.
I hope they do it. I don't know if like StarCraft 2 fans will be too excited about it,
Yeah.
but I mean, I definitely think it would be cool to add another group or race.
What I think they'll do is they'll make it to where because you know how it is with Overwatch and League of Legends is a
Yeah.
good example of this too, where they always want to add a new champ or something every month or so that you buy a new champ or it kind of
Yeah.
sparks interest in the game again. I can see them doing this. So we're like each couple months we get a new tank for each three of the races or four races, like you're saying,
Mhm.
or maybe we'll get a new soldier every few months. That would spark interest in it, and so I think they'll kind of develop it to be like that. It would be tough because you're constantly balancing it, but it would keep the esports fresh. It would keep the game in the news all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for it, so I'm going to spend my hard-earned cash on that. That's what's going to end up happening. And then skins, they do have skins now, but do
Ooh.
more about the skins because
Do
like
more skins.
yeah,
That would be
because if
awesome.
I could be like a horde version of the Zerg, I mean, think about how awesome that would be, man.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, it's 4th of July, so all of a sudden, like all the Terrans have like American flags and they're all Americanized.
Yeah.
That would be really dope, right? Uh,
Yeah.
anything else you could think of that would be a good addition to keep StarCraft 2, well, the new StarCraft fresh? That would be a good addition.
Well, I do like the skin thing, but
Yeah,
it's been honestly, I love that skin idea. Any other ideas? No,
yeah.
I honestly just love that idea of the skins because then you could just do like certain things like Star Trek skins and like
Oh my
see if you could
god,
get that on board,
trying to get
and
me to
then
buy this game before it's even out,
uh
Daniel.
like a Halloween skins, like
Oh,
when you're building your ships, everything has like pumpkins and stuff like that.
yeah,
Like it would be kind of cool. It would be kind of like a festive skins. That'd be
yeah.
awesome. Like just like Overwatch does. Stuff like that would be pretty amazing. And right now, when StarCraft 2 came out, that was a long time ago. So
2010, I think it was. I had it somewhere in
yeah,
those. I think it's
so
2010.
especially what Blizzard's doing now with all these new games, they definitely can make StarCraft 3 amazing.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about them? So, okay, we had, they had this first person shooter they were working on and they canceled it, StarCraft
Yeah,
Ghost. Do you think they could bring that back at all or is it just too much to make a whole new genre?
I think it's just too much right now, man. I think that right now they need to work on Overwatch because with their Overwatch, I feel like it's on a decline. don't you think?
Yeah, it's too old. It's time for Overwatch 2 to finally come out, which I think we'll get at the
Yeah.
end of next year, probably.
Do you even think Overwatch 2 would be good
I think so because
or do good?
I personally like Overwatch, and I think Overwatch 2, as long as it brings a new feature, it's going to bring PVE, which is I think a really big plus because the moments when we do have PVE in Overwatch, it's a blast to play. So I think once that comes in, that's going to be a big revitalization for the entire franchise. Myself,
But I mean, it would be cool though. I'm thinking like a StarCraft, StarCraft goes like play as one of the Marines and you're like fighting all these hordes of like the aliens or
yeah, the Zerg,
whatever,
yeah, or
the
something,
Zergs. That'd be awesome. Like
yeah,
it'd be cool to see like the story within the game and then have a Halo feel to it too, like
yeah.
multiplayer like Halo. So it would be definitely pretty awesome to see.
That's a good idea. Yeah, play like it's actually a match, but you're on the field. That would be pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like that idea.
And then do like a battle royale out of it.
Oh god,
Ooh.
right? Oh man, that's how you make money. Make another
Uh-huh.
battle royale. It'll do fine. Yeah. All right. We're entering. This is our last section, guys. We're gonna be talking about World of Warcraft, the pre-patch, and Hollow's End. This is what I've been playing a lot of, man. How about you?
Yeah. Right now I've been playing a lot of that and Call of Duty still, so
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're last night. So we were recording in the morning for this episode. How late did you stay up last night playing Call of Duty?
till 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning, folks. This guy's got a job.
Oh, I got off work. I was like, well, one of my coworkers I work with, he can only be on that night. So when he gets off at like 10 at night, he could get on. So at 10 at night, we're just tweaking until we get a win or it's already like too late and we're just like, I'm going to bed because I'm just dying now.
Because my eyes are hurting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with World of Warcraft, let's talk about Hollow's End first. I'm gonna go real quick through all the things you can do, and then we'll talk about our favorite parts. So you can go kill the Headless Horseman, try to get his mounts. It's the Horseman's Reigns. You can visit taverns to do some trick or treating. Those are those big candy buckets. They have a quest, and you can get all kinds of goodies. You can decorate your garrison. There's a vendor out there you can talk to and actually get decorations for your garrison. We have bonus XP buff on all creature kills. You get those outside of Stormwind and Outer City. It's a bonfire. You click on that and you get that buff. And then lastly, there's 21 achievements to unlock. A lot of them are around the candy buckets and stuff like that that you can do, and the wands. Of course, everybody's talking about like, oh, I've got the ghost wand, you got the bat wand, and you trade wands and whatnot. What is your favorite part about Hollow's End?
Finding the Headless Horseman.
Same, totally agree,
Uh,
man.
Definitely. Trick or treating is kind of cool too. Like just, I did it a little bit at one point, like years ago, but uh, definitely that. And I like how like everything looks, like the whole Halloween
Yeah,
look.
I agree. Yeah,
Pretty
that's a
awesome.
good point. Where it's just kind of, and then every so often when you're like or outside of Orgrimmar, you hear like the Headless Horseman yelling as he runs across Razor Hill,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
it's just a good feel.
and then you see these, and it starts bringing you back memories again of like the other years that we're all playing together, and we're still
Yeah,
playing together, which is awesome to see.
yeah,
So, I love like pretty much Halloween and Christmas time.
yeah,
So, oh, even New Year's is pretty awesome
yeah. They do the
too.
fireworks out there and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh, you brought up a good point of the friends coming back together to play again, and we're getting that a lot right now with pre-patch to Shadowlands. Uh, we have everybody coming out of the WordWorks, man. I'm playing with people I haven't played with in years that I have been
yep.
playing in general with since like 15 years that I met through the game, and it's really cool. So like Richard and with Derek and God, so many of them, right? Scott and stuff like that, and you of
Yeah.
course and Squeaks. Squeaks is playing World of Warcraft right now, and he's still trying to unlock the Zandalari trolls. We gotta
And
do
then
Zandalari watch.
hey, what's funny? I get on 2 hours. I unlock all the new ally races. I was like, wait a minute, I just
Oh my
unlocked all these.
god.
I was like, I should text Squeaky, but then I was like, he probably gonna be hella mad.
Oh, of course. Oh, he would be furious, man. It'd be great though. So it's been really fun playing again with all our friends. And right now
Yeah,
there's not like a ton to do because of the delay. They're going to be kind of releasing parts of the pre-patch as we go, the Scourge Invasion. So
yeah.
right now it's mostly the leveling rework. So everybody's out there leveling new tunes. I think I'm in the midst of leveling like 7 different tunes. You guys can watch during our stream. We're currently leveling one rogue all the way up. We're on track to do 10 hours. I'm leveling a hunter with my friend Richard, our friend Richard. And I think we're going to be able to get that done in like 6.5 hours, which is really fast. The speed runs are just under 6. So that's pretty good. But we're going to go over everything and talk about what you've participated in so far, okay? Because I'm assuming you're taking advantage of everything World of Warcraft has to offer right now. Let's start with the character customizations overhaul. Have you gone to that barbershop yet and changed your look?
I have on every all my characters actually.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Have you changed
It's
genders on any of your characters?
You changed gender?
Oh, you didn't know about that, did you? Yeah,
On
you
the
can change gender for free now.
Oh my goodness!
I know. My warlock's a blood elf girl now. Yeah, woman. Yeah.
But see, the only thing is they get you. It's because you gotta get the name changed. Because you can't have a guy's name on a girl body. Like, there's no way.
Well,
Those bad.
I know your characters' names. Well, no, because you name them all after anime people. That's what it is. You name them all after anime characters.
Like Akame, Asuna, yeah.
They get you with that. Then that's a good point.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Well, anyways, you could change them all. And what kind of customization changes have you done so far? Hairstyles or what?
My Tauren shaman. I changed the horns, changed the fur color.
Yeah.
And nose rings, earrings.
Oh, it works.
Some body jewelry, and then what else did I do? Oh, my blood elf changed her eyes. The hairstyle too, because there's a lot of new stuff now.
What do you think about the new eyes customizations where you could have like one eye blind?
Okay, see, I like that idea. Love it, right? Especially like all my other games, especially like a dark, what's it called? Black Desert and stuff, like high customization games. I wish it was just more. You could choose what color eye you want. Like, that's why I wish that you could have. But I do love the whole eye. Like, one's blind, the other one's a certain color. Love that idea. Give us more.
Yeah.
Give us more.
Hopefully, now that they've kind of set a precedent, they can keep going with this. Like, they kind of set these up. Now they can add more to them and stuff. That would be a good idea.
Originally, I believe, during the pre-beta or whatever, I don't remember. The customization screen was a lot more. Like, you could change, I believe, boob size, ass size. Like, I believe it was a little bit more.
I do not remember those.
I think they did just earlier, and then they retweaked it.
Are you talking about like the early days of WoW before WoW actually came out?
No. Like when this was coming out, I seen a video.
I did not hear about no changes.
I think
size.
they did. I think they did.
I would be on top of ass changes. I would be on top of that. You see a sticky note next to my thing like change ass size.
Because like I was all excited. I think it was that. I believe it was that. I'm not.
Yeah, all right, everybody, stop what you're doing. Google World of Warcraft ass size. And see if we can confirm this data.
No, I'm gonna look up after this game. I'm gonna double check and make sure I'm not tripping right now.
Okay. We also have character customization screen's been revamped where it looks like they're actually in action when they're selecting a new character. I really like that. Have you seen that yet?
Oh, wait, what?
Where you like creating a new character and like if you select Hunter, it shows him throwing out a trap and shooting a bow and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's
it's a cool little
awesome
addition, I think, especially for new characters, you know. We have gamepad support. Are you playing your World of Warcraft with a controller, Daniel?
No, but I was thinking about it because my arm's starting to kill me.
Oh, really? Oh, God, you're cramping up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, maybe I should try to play it on a controller, but then I'm like, that's a lot of abilities. I don't get how I'm going to do this. I would have to get like a special kind of key, controller to do this.
It's worth a shot. I know I tried it one time with add-ons, but it's worth a shot at least, but it's just fun. So Sammy's trying the game out for the first time with Squeaks.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna plug this in with a controller and play. And then Squeaks like, you're not gonna play with me then. Because you know the DPS is gonna be garbage when they're using a good controller. Yeah. And he doesn't want to have to carry Sammy through the whole game. So I'll give it a shot and grade it actually. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll give it a shot and see what it's like. Hopefully it's not terrible. Yeah, got the Xbox controller for it. We have ray tracing support for the higher shadow quality. I don't have a GPU yet that can do the ray tracing. Do you?
Yeah, ray tracing. Yeah, mine is able to do ray tracing.
So you could click that on in the settings and turn on ray tracing for World of Warcraft. I have to check that out.
Oh, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, for players that suffer motion sickness, Daniel, accessibility options to control camera shake and motion sickness are available now too. So you can actually make it to where it's not as bad for you for the motion sickness, which I don't think it would be that bad in WoW. Do you experience a problem with that?
WoW, honestly, WoW, no. I could play WoW forever, like for hours, and not have any issue. It's honestly, I think it's just more the graphics. Just the
Okay.
graphics are still like bogged down compared to all these games like Fallout and stuff that visually like WoW's beautiful, but it's not compared to like Elder Scrolls and stuff like that.
Yeah, it came out
Those
in
games
'04.
get me sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
like those games are intense.
Something like Elder Scrolls always gets you sick. Fallout really
And
bad for you.
and it's a lot fast paced moving too,
Yeah.
those games.
The
Because you're like
camera,
running
like when
around,
you
it's like,
move, you like your camera's
yeah,
always
you're just
yeah.
moving back and forth like so quick. Wow, I'm like moving in a circle, like attacking some creature or something like that. That's it. And that's the most intense that you get in World of Warcraft. So it
Yeah.
doesn't really get me sick, but the other games do,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, we have some class changes taking place. We have a number of abilities returning to add to the flavor and utility of their classes. Do you have any returning abilities that you're happy that are back?
Returning ability.
Yeah, I'll go first while you think
Oh,
about that.
well,
So,
go ahead.
well,
Go ahead.
Hunter's Mark was brought back for Hunters, which I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine, but I can't stand having to apply Hunter's Mark having to. Then they actually made it to where Hunter's Mark only makes it to where you can see invisible people after they go invis, but it doesn't have any damage increase. So it's really nice for PvP. Like I put that on the rogue and he's locked down, but I don't have to worry about constantly popping it in dungeons. So I think they did a really good job with that. We have Trank Shot back too, which is really nice. What
Yeah,
about
but
you?
that's not bad though. All you like back then when I was playing WoW Wrath, I just did a macro and I would tie that ability with my first shot, I think. Something
Right,
like that.
but it's on the global cooldown now. So you actually have to hit the ability, wait for the global cooldown, then do your rotation.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can't macro it with nothing. It sucks. You have to actually wait to do any DPS.
Not even an auto attack?
Well, the auto attack, yeah, you can do that with an auto attack, but you don't necessarily want to open up with an auto attack, right? You want to open up with one of your with kill command usually if you're doing BM, so that you get the pets over there right away. Yeah, so it was taking up a global cooldown, and then you had to do that every 20 seconds or something like that. So it was really
Yeah.
killing. Or if you're swapping in a dungeon, so it was
Yeah.
really hampering you. Any abilities that
Gotcha.
you're happy are back?
Actually multiple. Let's see. Kill shot,
Oh
volley.
yeah,
Yeah, volley is back, but it doesn't have the blue little lighting effect to it, which is
it's
disappointing.
not your volley.
Yeah, it's not mine. That it made me want to play a hunter.
Yeah.
You know, okay, Blizzard, thank you for bringing it back. Or they bring it back to when you're attacking. I hate when they did that. When you're auto attacking, it just rains volleys or something
Yeah.
like that. That was dumb. Manatee totem. There is.
I
Oh, they
believe
brought
every
back
shaman spec is Manatee Totem now, correct?
for Resto is Manatee totem.
Okay, so then every shaman spec gets healing totem. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, they get
Yeah,
Wellspring. I think it's
yeah.
like the little healing thing.
That's just handy to
Every
have
spec.
when you're questing and whatnot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
I love how they brought back Wind Fury totem.
Yes.
Wind Fury? Yeah, the attacking speed one.
Mhm.
I'm glad that they're bringing back stuff for shamans. That the reason we played shamans was because their totems and how strong they were. I'm glad they're bringing them back. They need to do a little bit more. Give us an agility slash strength one too. That would be
Yeah.
awesome back then. And resistance totem. They had one of those too back then. That would be pretty awesome.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like 1% protection from fire, ice, whatever.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It's
Yes,
nice because it wouldn't necessarily break the game to have it, but there's a little piece of flavor. Like, oh, I'm in this zone with a bunch of like frost giants. What's it hurt to throw down
yeah,
the frost resistance totem? It's a good idea.
yeah. I I'm glad they're bringing, like I said, the totems back. That's huge for being a shaman. Like when you're playing shaman, there enhancement shaman, you have no totems. That makes no sense
Yeah.
for a game.
Yeah.
So I'm like I said, super excited that they brought those back, and there's a lot more abilities. Oh, two-handed frost. I know it's not an ability, but they brought that back.
People,
Two-handed
dude, it's
weapon.
amazing how much people are excited for that. I'm leveling a new DK
Oh,
because of it. Yeah.
dude, I've been having so much fun. It makes me want to swap main. That's
Yeah.
how much fun it is. Because I tried it in Wrath, and not that I did dual wielding in Wrath, and I love that. And the two-handed thing, I'm loving it.
Yeah. Okay, so other things we have, a lot of things have AoE caps now on there now. I'm not a big fan of that. Like my multi-shot can
Uh,
only hit 5 targets.
yeah, but that's amazing for us though, because our shaman enhancement shamans, sorry, change.
Oh,
Shamans were always capped because of that, so it kind of helps us be more viable within
oh, okay.
the mythic pluses. That was the huge thing for us. It helps us enhancement shamans.
Because you guys are always capped, right?
Yeah, we were always capped. We didn't really have any AoE abilities to spam like that. So
Yeah.
with that, it just helps us.
Same thing with the rogues too, because realistically they don't have a lot of AoE. They can initiate Blade of Fury, I think it is called, and then Phantom Knives. Decent, not great
Yeah.
AoEs, and so that also kind of helps those kind of classes. It helps with the
Well,
tuning and balancing.
the revamping of enhancement is huge right now because now you have AoE abilities, which is gonna help us. And I I'm hoping enhancement shamans are gonna be good in Mythic Plus.
We'll see. That would be really nice. It's always nice to have a
Yeah.
shaman out that has that bloodthirst or
Yeah.
heroism if you're lines for some reason. All right, we have the corruption system's gone. I couldn't stand corruption, so that's good to see
Woo
that
woo.
go. And we have some of the higher ranks of abilities will be coming once you're level past level 51. So I'm excited to see ranks come back while I'm leveling an actual new tune. I'm seeing these pop up too, where you have like rank 2, whatever, rank 3, whatever. So it's kind of cool to see those back. Are you a fan of that system, or are you wishing it would stay away?
I
The old
I
rank,
really
the old
I don't
ranked
even remember.
spells. You don't remember them?
Oh, the rank spells. I was cool with it being gone, honestly.
Yeah.
There was no need for it. You would always pick your best one, honestly. You'll always pick rank 2 or 3 or whatever it
Well,
was.
yeah, but it was kind of nice that like when you leveled up, all of a sudden, like, oh, my heroic strike is stronger now because of this new rank.
Yeah.
Once you're max level, you're right. It was kind of like, well, I'm not going to go to rank 2 for
Yeah.
some reason. That's true, but it's like the leveling up process was funner because of it.
I yeah, back then, yeah, but I think now if you add that, I think it's just gonna like confuse everybody because back then, we leveled when it was a little bit harder, all the ranking stuff.
Yeah.
But now if you add that, especially it's only 1 through 50, I don't know. I don't think they should.
They're adding a couple more from 51 to 60. So while you're leveling in Shadowlands, you're going to notice you'll get new ranks as well. Some of the abilities are there. So that's why some classes feel a little underpowered right now during pre-patch. It's because they will feel fine once they get the new ranks in Shadowlands. And then we also, hunters have a ton of new pets to go tame, and your guys's, you have 205 now slots to save pets, which is pretty great. So you can go around and collect them all, like it's Pokemon. All right, we have a
Okay.
leveling revamp, which is what everybody's doing. The experience is being removed from the heirloom, so you don't get the experience buff, but they have a bunch of utility stuff. Have you tried that out yet? The new utilities on the heirloom items?
I've not.
Okay. I have it. They are nice, not necessarily a huge success. Where it's beneficial, guys. If you guys are leveling, we're going to talk about like the best places to go level because we've been doing a lot of testing. The key with heirlooms is to go and enchant them because then you have enchanted gear the entire time, especially your weapon. So if you want to make your heirlooms valuable, you enchant them. That's super important. You can do like ring enchants, weapon enchants, all stuff like that. Okay, we have stats on all gears has been reduced. We have an item level squish and the player squish. So the max right now is 50. What are
Loving
your
it.
thoughts on that? You're loving it, really? Why so?
Loving it. I just love how it's 1 through 50, and it only takes up to like 12 hours the most to level 1 through 50.
Yeah.
So it makes me want to play other characters and get all my other characters. Like my DK, I was still like
Oh,
level
okay.
90 for the longest time, and I just didn't want that grind. And now I'm level 50, and it didn't take that long. It took like 3 hours or whatever to
Yeah.
get from 40 to whatever. I'm honestly loving it, and I'm leveling multiple tunes now. 'Cause-
So what I'm hearing from you is it sounds like it's because it's less daunting looking. Like it looks like less of a
yes,
challenge. You're willing to go out and do it.
yes, I'm willing to do it, and I just love the smaller numbers, like
Yeah.
for stats and everything. Just looking at 50, I just love it more than looking at 120 or
Yeah.
1,000 AP or whatever. And
Yeah.
this, you're doing 2 million damage, like.
It's not
Okay.
very relative when you can see like, oh, that credit for 50 when normally I do like
Yeah.
20 to 30. it kind of makes you feel more like, oh, I can do that math in my head. Like now I did twice as much damage, something like that. More than like
Yeah.
4.718K. It's like, what is that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
like
agree.
I'm so happy. It's confusing though. It's definitely confusing when you're looking at DPS meetings. You're like, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
DPS meters are
super
out of whack right
excited.
now.
Uh, I'm just so happy for this expansion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really hoping it does good. Cause Sin's coming back. Go play with
Oh yeah.
Derek, Tasty, just Boom, Bandita. Hopefully, like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's firing it
ah,
up. It's good to
and my
have the
other
friends back, man. I'm excited for it.
it's amazing, and I joined your guys' server, Tichondrius,
Tichondrous, come join our server, guys. Tichondrous, and our Discord. We've been in Discord every night leveling tunes, man, and it's
yeah,
so good to have the band back together.
yeah, join us.
Yeah, come and
That'd
join
be
us in Discord. The links are in the description and, of course, all over our social media. We actually, just a quick note on that. We have a feed channel, which is basically all our Instagram posts. It's now called Geek Feed and is an announcement channel because our Discord has swapped over to community Discords where, say, you have your own Discord channel. You could actually add that particular channel from our Discord to your channel. And anytime we post something from our Instagram, it'll go into your Discord as well. So you guys can catch the latest in geek news from Geek Freaks. That's a pretty cool new feature that
Mhm.
they added to Discord. I like Discord a lot.
Hey Taff, I got a question for you.
Fire away, man.
So what? So time walking journey. Which one are you more excited for? Like, which one do you have fun leveling?
Well, okay, so we're doing a lot of experiments on it. That's the hard part. Which one's funner and which one levels you
Work.
faster?
Yeah.
So the funnest one is Legion, because man, I just love Legion so much. The fastest is Warlord of Draenor. Which one are you picking?
I've been picking. Wrath. Like every
Yeah,
time.
the
Wrath.
classic.
I just love Wrath.
Yeah.
The music, everything. Just out there, just bringing back memories of us killing the Lich King. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
So good, man.
I I I I understand. Like, it'd be cool to level these tunes a lot faster, but the way the leveling is, it's not gonna take you that long. So
No.
just go wherever you think you're gonna perform better. Like, do the quest that you know already. And I feel like have fun kind of
Yeah.
thing. Forget it's 6 hours to do this, but then it's like I hate this place. I hate this place. Like
Right.
Draenor, it's like
Yeah.
I hate Draenor, so it's like
I'm getting worn out on
good
Draenor. I've
try.
leveled like 4 tunes through Draenor already. And it's like,
Oh,
okay, I'm really
yeah.
tired of seeing Gorgon.
That's why I was like, let's do my warrior on Wrath.
Yeah.
So that's why I love Wrath.
One thing I want to try, we discussed it a little bit, is leveling through dungeons because me and Richard were leveling yesterday. We queued for a dungeon just basically for shits and giggles. And the queue tells you could only get, like we were in Legion at the time, Legion dungeons. But we actually got into a Burning Crusade dungeon. So I think it's bugged. I think it's showing you the limited set you have, but actually you have access to all the dungeons at your level. So I want to try leveling
Oh,
through dungeons is just like getting a Pandaren dungeon 1 second, then a Legion dungeon, then a whatever Cataclysm dungeon. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I do want to try that too.
well, we did 3 dungeons that one day, and we only got Wrath though.
Right, but I think they changed it. I think it got fixed, but they haven't updated the
Oh,
thing yet. And I don't think anybody knows about it yet.
wow,
So we're breaking the news here, guys. You're welcome for the info.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Those
I
of you
do
guys.
like.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I do like Cata dungeons.
Yes.
Black Rock something.
Yeah, they're
But I
like
like
challenging and they're fun. They're really
yeah,
cool looking
they
too.
were Bajar.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
those are good ones.
uh,
If you guys do want to speed run, let me give you kind of a quick rundown of how it happens. Currently, my fastest time, it's in process, but will be about 6.5 hours. And I think the fastest in the world I last saw was under 6, just under 6. So what you do is you head out to Draenor, and you do the starting zone for that. Once your garrison is made, this goes for Horde or Alliance. Once your garrison is made, you should be sitting around 15 to 20. You want to head out to Gorgron. You're out in Gorgron until about 25 to 30. We have experimented with something pretty crazy. If you can get out to Legion, the beginning part of Legion is awful for experience. But if you can get out to Valshara, it's very good. So we went out to Valshara. It took us about 30 to 40 minutes just to get going in Legion, which really sucks. You have to get your weapon as well. But in Valshara, in like an hour, we went from like 26 to 33, 36, somewhere around. I mean, it was so fast. So Valshara is really good. Mount Hyjal is where you want to go from like 30 to 40. That's when you first have flying, and Mount Hyjal is really good. It starts slow but builds quickly. And then from the 40s area, you kind of, if you're Alliance, you want to go to what is it? Lochmodan? I think it's called Lochmodan. If you're Horde, you can kind of freeball it. If you go 45, you can go out to Suramar. And you kind of want to freeball a little bit. But the main thing, the key to this whole thing, guys, go out to Warlords of Draenor, do the starting zone for there, and Gorgron. You'll be off to a great start in a short amount of time. So that's the key to it, guys. This has been a lot of fun. We've been doing streaming it a lot. You guys can watch the stream and see our routes. And we've been kind of toying around with some new strategies and stuff like that. So it's been a lot. It's been a blast. It's just been a blast hanging out with people, everything again. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. All right, Daniel, that is it for us, man. We've got a good episode here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Wait.
Yeah. Head over to our Twitter this week. We're going to be doing the poll for the next audio book that we're going to be listening to. Me and Squeak still need to get together to re-record Sandman because, of course, nothing works well for us. So check that out. But then, yeah, get your vote in, guys, and then we'll go ahead and pick our next Audible book, and I'm really excited for that. We'll see you guys next week. You all have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.